И всем привет! Мы продолжаем проходить Divinity Original Sin 2 на сложности тактика с бесконечными сохранениями. Опа. И сегодня в планах у нас зачистить подземелье брака и получить скилл благословения. Понятно. Да-да. Так, ну что, поехали. Так. Сюда.
Clever.
Так. Угу. Мухомор. Да, где же был саперный набор раньше? Ну и? Так. Ты встаешь сюда. Ты сюда.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? You can't teach a fool anything.
Ну что, поехали. А откуда этот тут? Вот это неожиданно. Так, ну его бы вообще в идеале бы добить. Хотя бы так. А можем вызвать ледяного? Да, детка. А, насыщенной водой. Ну, такое. Где твой щит? Ах ты ж, черт. Ну ладно. Ну ладно, давайте, наверное, до сверхмороза и кинем. Так вот, чтобы не промазать. почему у меня пропал мой этот? Блин. Блинский. Нет, ну куда ты уйдешь? Зачем ты идешь? Блин, блинский. Ну ладно. Пусть прикрыт кем. Оу. Ну давай подойдем, да.
Worms take you.
Prepare yourself.
Угу. А, черт. Ну ладно. Так, братан, ты подкрепление будешь вызывать? Кто у нас там стоит? Белочка. Понятненько. Ну тогда на. Путь перекрыт. Тра-та-та.
I'm ready.
Давай, вызывай подкрепление, ну. Ладно, понял. Ядом грохнул. Ну ты, блин, молодец. Знаете, так. Блин, точно. Косяк. Полечить никого не надо. Давайте еще молнию тогда. Давай, вызывай подкрепление. Черт. К сожалению, халявного опыта получить не удалось. Ну и, блин, жалко.
That was a pathetic boy.
Ладно, понятно. Так, есть что утонуть? Я видел там кости.
Poor idiot.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Тут ничего такого нету. Жалко, ладно. А тут у нас что? Луковица. Огонь. Луковица — это неплохо. Такое. Здесь тут больше ничего. Да, ничего. Мышь. Стой, крыса.
It's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. What's it you'll have to solve? I thought you looked clueless, all right? Thing is, it's about the letters. Yeah, sure. Hope you don't die. Well, nice to meet you too.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Так. Давай мы положим себе эти картины. Библия ремесленника. 4 новых рецепта. Ну, хорошо, что всего лишь 4, да. И эту картину тоже типа сюда. Так. Неплохо. Ну-ка. 3 уклонения дает. Кровотечение. Нет, пожалуй, нет. Такое. Тоже сейчас что-нибудь случится. Ну, оно и понятно. Так, это эта статуя?
You come to find, you come to search, but you won't find the way. A pity. Brachus has willed it. Trompdoy must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. Judge him with a forgiving heart. Fate has been unkind to him. Do you wish to move forward? Listen closely and make your attempt. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is...
Брак. Безумный футбол, гадкий. Золото, рабом востока. Кто же раб? Немножечко смухлюем на самом деле. Да, сейчас, одну минуточку. Это вот тут. Тут? Не тут, тут. Да? Да, так. Равнодушный, подлый, безумный.
Either you're very good at guessing, or the slightest bit clever. Let's find... Listen closely, and make your attempt. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hex, a curse. And yet, the cure is... Perhaps you're not totally incapable after all. Or maybe Trompdoy told you the answers, is that it? Is he hoping you'll... It doesn't matter in any case. The path is opened. Go freely. I know little, but you have proven yourself a knowing traveler. I will answer what I can. Brachus Rex discovered the way. This he researched here, upon this isle. He could remove the source from any creature or individual. I saw the stars he used myself. They were most impressive. Brachus Rex has charged him, tried him, convicted and punished him. I know not the crime, but he has been sentenced to remain in this vault for all time, and to prevent others from entering. Trompdoy was, and is, a creative man. He knew petty magic in his day, but this he has used to carve this place out from a simple vault, myself included.
Ладно. В путь. Ну ладно, дверку мы не будем открывать. Оп, стоп. Так. Вопрос решен.
Open your eyes.
Бля. Покров. Ну, типа, здравствуй. Ладно, что, врываемся тогда, да? Хотя много всего. Пиздец. Нате удар в спину. Что? В смысле?
doesn't it?
Ну, а тут еще и лучник. Ну, хорошо. Очень хорошо. Блин. Ах ты жук. Ах ты жук. Тогда мы что сделаем? Тогда мы... Понятно. Тогда мы... Не знаю, что я сделаю. Сделаем вот так. Позиция ниже. Да пофигу. Ой-ой-ой. Плохо. Вот так сделаем, да.
I'll yield to none.
Иди обратно.
Sense something nearby.
Да вы нас задрали-то. Какое ускорение? О. О. Белочку подсказал нам путь, неплохо. Так. На тебе раз. На тебе два. И... Подниму-ка я себе щиты.
Glory is mine. Glory is mine.
Надо было доспех на нее повесить. Что я вступил? Ничего себе. Это было... Вау. Ну куда, ну куда, ну зачем? Что тут забыл? О, блин. Черт, упала. Ну ладно. Нормально.
yourself. I'm ready.
Prepare yourself.
Блин, жалко. Ну ладно. Так, на себя. Нет, мы подойдем просто сюда пока, да, вот так. О, вообще просто, как он выносит.
Are
Хорошо.
you confused? Or do you always look this dumb?
И чё все? Так это... Там можно было пройти, ёптаю. Уже еще спишь? Уже не спит.
Prepare yourself.
Glory is mine.
Ну, такое чувство, как будто сейчас кто-то молнией сюда стукнет. Вообще пофиг.
I'll yield to none. I'm ready.
Ой, хорошо. А. Мгм. Блин. Сколько у тебя? А, ладно, так пахнет.
Prepare yourself.
И возьмем и кинем тебя сюда. Раз. Фух, ну, это было интересненько. Ух ты, сколько плюшек.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your ear. It tells you to slip the ring onto your finger.
Это мы продадим. Геомантия. Фейн. Давай тебе оденем геомантию. У тебя что тут? Скажите такое. Да. Так, интеллект. Это всем, кроме нее. Блин, я даже не знаю. Ну, ладно. Посох. Ух. Интеллект, телекинез. Что твой посох дает? Понятно. Оставим. Так, что тут еще? Наручный топор. Па-па-па-па-па. Нет, нет, нет. Перстень врака. Так. А я не могу на него одеть. Красава. До следующего левелапа. Вот. Что ты скажешь? Накладывает эффект проклятия. Понятно. Где там у меня эта херня? Добро пожаловать. Пока тут лежит. Не знаю, как. Ну да. Так. Вот, фейерверки. Чё, больше нечего плутать, что ли? Ну такое, скромненько. Скромненько. И тут ничего плутать. Ага-га. Ага-га. Понял. Тебе давай кольцо, у тебя мало. Это вот так, интеллект, понятно. Никому не будем это одевать, ну его нафиг.
That's plenty.
Угу. О, ёпта. Так, картина у тебя, Сибила. Ну-ка, забирай все картины. Всего 2 картины.
You made it
Блять.
all this way.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there. And as long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is the reason.
Ну ладно, я просто знаю, что там еще 4000 опыта дадут, поэтому мы разобьем
Really?
кувшин.
You would?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your feet with both hands, head hanging.
Thank you.
Так, а вот теперь вопрос, что бы взять? А, все на... Ну, перчатки, это все на интеллект, то есть это все магу. Нет, не все магу. Боты, 2 инициативы, ага. Геомантии можно ему дать. Но это такое, на самом деле. Котелок. Но у меня у всех, кажется, шлемы получше. Восприятие гидрософистика. Гидрософистика только на Сибилу есть. На Лоусе. Лоусе, да. Сапоги. 2 инициативы. О. А эти перчатки, к сожалению, Сибиле дать нельзя. Да. Ну давай сапоги. Блять, все фейна ушло. Ну зашибись. Так. Ей определенно не хватает инициативы. Так, это что? Я, ну, давай сюда поставим. Так, кстати, у нас же появился исток. Могу ли я... Трусы? Что? Так, это было где-то. Куски кожи. Нет, все равно сфера истока. Понятно. Окей, может ее как-то сделать теперь можно? У меня же есть во мне исток. А во мне нет истока, да? Да. Проехали. Так, ну мы все это возьмем, да.
The jar before you may have looked opulent once, but no longer. Now it's covered in grime, its paint chipped away, and its jewels long stolen. The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her, purging wand in hand, standing amongst it all. She throws her head back and laughter echoes in your skull. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large, weeping face. She reaches out as if to comfort, but Brachus drags her back. You see her fall into the mire of the swamp, trapped. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness in your soul. Is it regret, or just sadness for a life that used to be? The terrible vision fades.
While she lived a selfish life, she seems to have repented.
Whatever a person may have done in life, they can always be redeemed. However her life began, it ended well. No one should be...
Но... Нагрудник тирана.
It's been cursed.
Забавно. Так, а что он, кстати, дает? Хорошо дает. Отлично. Даже вот так сделаем, да. Чтобы было красиво.
This jar glitters and glows. From within you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies.
Я видел, привет, что там белка на кошке катается. Это... Они идут за каким-то дубом. Я так и не понял, в чем прикол.
The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Brachus Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you can still hear her shouts. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twisting in your gut. The vision fades.
She must have been acting against Brachus Rex, for him to have come for her like that.
Keeping the dead as slaves? What a disgusting display. She deserves... Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
The jar on the plinth before you seems ancient, but is in surprisingly good condition. It's covered in pictograms that you can't understand, but you're sure you just saw one of them move. The pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see the lizards of the ancient empire turning their backs on you, casting you out into the wilderness. As you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you home. Brachus Rex. He promises power for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by one, stripping you down to the bone. He promised you a crown, but all you got was shackles. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the hand and leads you to a tower. He promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals the door. This is where you belong. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared... The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to go home.
No amount of loneliness excuses wickedness. He helped a monster for selfish reasons. What he did shames his people.
Так, ну и... Да, последний кувшинчик.
The soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing softly. From within, you can almost hear the whisper of a voice. You see, or rather, you feel a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs in the air, pine needles brush your cheeks, and in your arms you can feel a weight. A body, dead. But you have hope. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the head of a shambling host, the enemies of Bracchus Rex melting before you. The scene twists again. Now Bracchus stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You're sealed away in a tower. Your screams fill the darkness. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar and grips the pillar as you try to calm your ragged breathing. The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
Anyone who marches at the head of an undead host deserves whatever punishment they get.
One must wonder how many more lives they took, how much more misery the scum caused.
Ладно, а теперь самое вкусненькое. Сундучки. Так. Кстати, мы, наверное, это сюда поместим. Чтобы не маячили. Угу. На минуточку, стоп. Кажется, ага, мы нашли и новые поножи. Остальные, ну, нет, мне кажется, ей нужнее, да. Оп. И второй сундучок. Да, везение. Я ожидал, что будет что-то покруче. И теперь то, ради чего мы сюда пришли. Откуда будет исток? Можно его закрепить, чтобы случайно не продать? Где он еще раз? Вот он. Понятно. Ладно. Так, тут мы все обыскали. Статуя. А мы все равно не выйдем, да? Или... Опа. Но со статуей поговорим. Я не знаю, на что это влияет это или нет, но мне кажется, что так будет правильней. Да.
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its broken arms. Unable to resist, you're flown away into an endless dark.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
Еще полутать. Полутать ничего нету, ладно. Кто за мной гоняет? Понятно. Вот они сражаются тут.
A waif-thin elf peers at you from over an imperious hooked nose. Deep darkness circles both his eyes. Disdain etches his face into a sneer.
Ah, you're here. Good. You know me, do you not? Yes, you know me from within. From a memory of a memory of a memory. For I am Tyr Sendilius, god of the elves, god of you. Tell me, what have you done in order to make it this far? How have you failed? So, you've lied then. Ha! Thus speak the most heinous offenders of us all. But there must be more. You are my champion after all. I saved you from the darkened seas, where you would have been lost and forgotten forevermore. I need to know how badly I've chosen, before we proceed. Who else? Who else but your god would have seen something worth saving in you? So you understand. I must know all there is to know about my chosen. You must tell me everything. But wait, there's an easier way.
Tyr Sendilius steps forward, seizes your arm with surprising strength, and bites a chunk of flesh from your forearm. His face is thoughtful as he chews your flesh, savors it, and slowly swallows it down.
I was wrong about you. I chose well. You are my Godwoken. You will ascend. You will save us all. Let me show you.
Suddenly, a great energy enters the crown of your head and melts downwards, infusing every inch of you with a feeling of great power.
I bless the very water beneath your feet. Now you may wield that power for yourself. A first taste of things to come. With these powers, you will have a choice. You can help our people, or you can dash them to ruin. Greatness doesn't care for class, accomplishment, or rank. It is a bit of kindling cultivated by those with intention. Those who intend to stand close to a spark. This I see within you, above all my many children. I hope I am not wrong. I will ask much of you in time, but for now, you have a simple goal. Escape the watch of those who would hinder you. Be free of those who would ensnare you. You are supremely important, more so than any loved one, any companion. Do not forget that.
Tyr Sendilius grimaces with disdain.
Listen closely to what I tell you now. The other gods have sought their champions too. If they succeed, our very existence as elves in this great realm may be threatened.
He gestures dismissively over the great battle below, where god assaults god in ceaseless violence.
Fools cause great wars, and great people must follow them into the muck. That is where we find ourselves now, fighting for a place upon a throne of violence. But we mustn't fail, even at this. I have seen the very soul of you. I have partaken of your flesh. I have assimilated your being into my own. I believe in you.
Я хотел смотреть, как они дерутся. Благословение. Понятно. Нам нужен исток.
Sibyl is pensively tracing a new name on her arm. Gilded letters in an ancient alphabet.
Sibyl. My own name. A little gift from Tyr Sendilius. Leave it to a god to be overly dramatic. Must be a celestial party game. Or maybe he wanted to teach me a lesson. If the latter, he has much to learn.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting? You thought it was interesting, Quercus? Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost, hearing the screams of... I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it. It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research a spell to protect Rivellon. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up with a spell to shield Rivellon from its doom. Of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the Great Acorn, and that is where our big, foolhardy shield comes in. Quercus! Quercus! It thinks it can use magic at our level. I don't know if that's adorable or just sad. No, I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care how much you like it, Quercus. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one spell, if it will keep you happy. One!
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and see how to combine them in a new way.
There, maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, yes, you're welcome, but can we please...
Это... Чё он мне такое дал? Это, наверное, тут. Тут. Изменчивый бриз, нет? Я слепой, и я не вижу то, что он мне дал. А может, это он мне дал крафт, это заклинание. Ну-ка. Да. Менчевый бриз. А магия-то какая? А, ну понятно, короче. Все с этим ясно. Так, ну что? Мы получили благословение. Прошли это подземелье. На этом, пожалуй, будем заканчивать. Скоро увидимся. Всем пока.